Hello and all, welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for my very next guest of this week is this incredible singer and songwriter known by the name of Darcy. So I'm about to add Gia into the live now and I have a chat with Gia about her incredible music. So yeah, let's add Gia in and have a chat with Gia. Hi Gia.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks. I just want to say first up, thank you so much, Gia, for taking the time to join my show. It's such a pleasure having you on the show today. To people that don't know who you are, Gia, if you can give like a bit of backstory about yourself, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
Absolutely. First of all, I want to say thank you for having me. It's lovely to be here. It's
Yeah.
lovely to be on this live. So yeah, my name is Darcy. I am a singer-songwriter, artist, pop artist from Sydney, Australia. I've been releasing music I started releasing music last year and I have 3 songs out. Yeah.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the questions now, Gia. So for my very first question, you've created incredible songs in past and present. And with the first song I'm going to mention is Lies. What was it like coming up with the idea of creating Lies?
Well, Lies was a really interesting one. Lies is different to most songs that I write, actually, because I wrote Lies in a character. I wanted to really experiment with like this dark pop kind of vibe. And yeah, so the song kind of explores kind of the trials and tribulations of being a liar.
Awesome. So on to your very next question. So you've with the next song I'm going to mention, Tango. What was it like getting to create Tango, and what's the meaning behind this one?
Yeah, so Tango was much, much simpler. Tango was just really, Tango came out really easily out of me because it was, you know, it is my kind of, it's based off my life, unlike Lies. Tango is just kind of like a sweet song when you just don't know where you stand with someone. You don't really want to be the first to make the move because you have no idea whether they have feelings for you or not, and you're just kind of stuck in this limbo. And yeah, it was just a really simple, like a lovely place to start off. That's the first song that I ever released, and I thought that was just a really lovely place to start my music career because I knew that my friends would get behind it, and I was hoping other people would relate to it as well.
So on to our very next question. So you also created a song called I'm Not Sorry. What was it like about the idea of creating this one, and what's the meaning behind this one?
So I'm Not Sorry has probably been my favorite song to write as of today. It is absolutely 100% kind of my personality, and I wrote it about myself because I found myself that when I was growing, and even today, like I am a little bit of a pleaser. I like to make other people happy, sometimes over my own happiness. And I looked at myself and I realized that in order to do that, I was apologizing for parts of myself that I should never have to apologize for. There's a very like patronizing term that people always say, oh, just calm down. And people would always say to me, oh, Gia, just calm down. And I would always apologize for that, but I should never have to apologize. I know that's kind of a silly example, but you should never have to apologize for who you are, and that's just why I wrote that song.
So on to our very next question. So what made you decide as a person, and especially as an artist, like to get into singing in the first place?
I've always loved singing. I think maybe my journey with music probably started as more of a love for dancing. Like when I was like baby, I was just constantly dancing, and my parents would tell me to, you know, settle down, calm down again. But yeah, so I started off with dancing, and then from the dancing, I just loved music so much that I moved into singing. And in high school, I was in a jazz stage band. I was in every musical. I just wanted to sing as much as I possibly could. So yeah, we went into singing, and from high school, I just knew that I was writing my own music. I knew that I wanted to release songs out in the world. So therefore, I started to I started on my degree at AIM, like a music college, music university, because I just wanted to like hone my skills and be able to understand what it is to be an artist. And yeah, I took it from there.
Sounds like our next question. So, who would be your like all-time inspirational person or music artist that you look up to music-wise?
Definitely 100% it would be Julia Michaels. Julia Michaels is my favorite songwriter ever and one of my favorite artists. I think her music is so beautiful, whether it's her own songs or the songs of that she writes for other people. I think her songwriting is so honest and so I just love her. She's my favorite.
Sounds like our next question. So, what does performing music mean to you, like especially as an artist?
Performing means a lot. I love performing. I mean, I actually, to be honest, I have never got the chance to play a Gia Darcy show. My background is that I play a lot of gigs. Well, I did before this lockdown. I used to play a lot of cover gigs. So I performed like once or twice every weekend, up to 3 times. But it was never my own music. So that was not quite the same. But I had just before I'm Not Sorry came out, I had multiple gigs lined up. I was ready to play. And of course, the lockdown came in and I wasn't able to play a single show. So that's okay. But I love performing. It's my favorite part.
So, on to our next question. So, if you could work with any top three music artists in the music industry, who would they be and why?
Okay. Well, one, as I mentioned before, definitely Julie Michaels. I would love to write with her and I'd love to get her voice on one of my songs. She's incredible. Two, I love Dominic Fike. He is this amazing kind of alt indie pop artist who is so creative and so he makes really interesting, beautiful music. So I'd love to have him. And maybe probably Halsey. I love Halsey. I think all three of those are all just incredible songwriters. Like yeah, I think my thing is like really good songwriting. I just love.
Awesome. Sounds like our next question. So, because of lockdown in Sydney, what have you learned about yourself as a person, and especially as like a music artist? Like, what have you learned about yourself during COVID times?
Gosh, lockdown has been difficult. I've learned a lot about myself actually. Um, I think mainly I've learned that my kind of energy levels and my want to kind of push the songwriting and push the songs and push the promo and push all these things. It goes up and down and it's a yo-yo. Some days have been really hard in lockdown and some days I've had a lot of energy because I've had a lot of time to do extra things. So I've learned that even though my like emotions can go up and down a lot, that I have been able to kind of go with the flow, and I have actually worked quite hard in this lockdown. I mean, I'm in my final trimester for uni, so I'm just about to graduate. And in order to do that, I had this whole band. I had a band together that was all ready to play my original music for my recital. And we started rehearsals and we were going to play on stage and it was going to be so exciting. And that has all been cancelled, obviously. And now it's going to be video recording. But my band has been so amazing and we were able to just, quickly move on to get it done. So they've all recorded their parts. And now I'm just in my backyard trying to find interesting ways to put on a show, because all I want to do is like make an exciting and interesting show. So yeah, I think we can do that, and I've been working so hard in this lockdown to get that done.
Awesome. So on to our next question. So, what are like the positive and negatives into creating your own music, and how do you get through those like negative moments as an artist?
Ooh, okay. So there are amazing positives. I mean, at the end of the day, I never thought that I would be able to kind of dream up this song and lyrics and chords and this musical moment and put that down and release it out in the world. Like, I never thought that would be able to happen. And the fact that, some people have really connected to those words and connected to that music. People that I know, people that I love have told me that. And then also people that I've never met. Meeting all these amazing people over the internet or over however it is has been so incredible. But yes, there have been some negatives as well. Um, I think some of the negatives are that when I wanted to become an artist, I had no idea that, well, I didn't have quite the idea that it's really a lot of business, this music industry. I thought the writing and the recording and the performing was going to be like the main part, but really there's a lot of business that goes into it. There's a lot of even like making content for TikTok or for Instagram, or keeping people engaged constantly is it's really fun, but it's also very difficult, and there's parts that I never quite imagined that we would do. You know, I am completely independent. I don't have a manager, I don't have a label, I don't have anyone. So doing all that business side is quite difficult for me, but I've found a way around it.
Awesome. Well, I have to ask, by the way, because like if you could like so if you could be on any like reality show of like music wise, what reality show would you want to be on and why?
Oh, okay. I definitely, oh, music wise. Okay, I know what it would be. I don't, yeah. There's this TV show in America called Songland, and it's run by Ryan Tedder, and he is incredible. He's from One Republic, and you know, but he is like one of the most amazing songwriters, and I would just like to go on there and pitch one of my songs for him.
Awesome. Well, for my very last question, what's like next for you, like music wise, for the rest of 2021 that you like to announce?
Yes, well, unfortunately, I don't have too much to announce. I thought that I was going to have live shows to announce, but unfortunately, I did not. But I'm sure I know that I will be having one more single this year at least. So you can look forward to something soon. Don't know what it is, to be honest, but we don't have any dates locked in yet. But soon you can look forward to something.
Awesome. By the way, if you could go anywhere on tour, what country would you want to go to and why?
I think it's probably the most basic answer, but I just really want to kind of tap into the American audience. I'd love to travel around America and play like shows in every state of America. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, would you like to perform one of your songs on the show, by the way?
I would love to. I've got my guitar here. So I'm just going to do, if that's okay, I'll just do a little acoustic version of I'm Not Sorry, the new single. All right. Always be a good girl, always be nice. These are the values that you must never, ever compromise. And if you are angry, if you are mad, don't cause a scene, apologize for those feelings that you have. Subconsciously I've learned I start every sentence in the exact same way. There must come a time to say fuck it, things better change. I'm not sorry having opinions for being too goddamn loud. I'm not sorry for the way I dress when I'm here to stand out in a crowd. They're asking for what I want in me, my emotions getting the best of me. I'm not sorry, I'm not sorry, I'm not sorry. Always be humble, don't be too bright. Keep your calm, dim it down so others can shine. Subconsciously I've learned how to manage myself, so I'm not in your way. There must come a time I say fuck it, things better change. I'm not sorry to having opinions for being too goddamn loud. I'm not sorry for the way I dress when I'm there to stand out in a crowd. They're asking for what I want in me, my emotions getting the best of me. I'm not sorry, not sorry, not sorry. Oh, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for having opinions, for being too goddamn loud. I'm not sorry for the way I dress when I dare to stand out in a crowd. For asking for what I want in me, my emotions getting the best of me. I'm not sorry, not sorry, not sorry. Oh, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry, not sorry. Oh, I'm not sorry. Oh, I'm not sorry.
Yes, yeah, wow. Oh my gosh, wow. Well,
Thank you so much.
thank you so much, Gia, for appearing on my show. It's been such a pleasure having you on the show. Do you have like any last final thoughts for anyone, any independent artists that want to get into the music scene?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to be an independent artist and you want to get into this career, do it. Write songs, work hard, make connections with other artists in the industry, and you're on your way.
Drowning beneath a sea of lies. They're addicted to the lips and smirk of a mastermind. Fed big lies, little lies. Tongues that can't be held, never have an ally. They said, don't play with fire. Maybe they will rot all alone. Control is what is required. The truth couldn't hide for long. So pathological, so unstoppable, so addicted to the height of the lie. Not intentional, but so irrational. Just craving the height of the lie. So tangled in a web of lies. Time was standing still, whole body was paralyzed. Trapped in a house of lies. Kept it up for so long, just fooling in the eyes. They said